of the way.
Yeah. We'll have to move this on in later.
I love when the neighbor just whistles for 20 minutes straight and makes his dogs bark. I don't know if the whistling's to try and get the dogs to stop barking or if it causes the barking.
It certainly doesn't make them stop. It doesn't seem to be anyway.
I've noticed sometimes I'll just hear them, and you can hear someone whistling.
And they've been barking a lot today.
We wouldn't entirely know, though, because we were gone for 2 hours today.
We were.
We saw the Barbie movie.
The Barbie. That's right.
So, yeah.
Has anybody else seen the Barbie movie yet? I should close that door.
It's gonna get hot in here.
I know.
And it doesn't really do much because they're so loud.
Yeah. They have, what kind of dogs are they? Basset Hounds? Yeah, Basset Hounds. And you know how they like to bark.
It's got a very mustardy bite. Is there mustard on this?
There's a little mustard in it, yep. I made some sliders tonight.
Yeah, so we went and saw the Barbie movie today. What are your thoughts? Like what? Not like thoughts, but like a quick, general, did you like it or not? Like,
it was cute. It definitely had a lot of adult overtones to it, that maybe kids wouldn't pick up on, but I don't know, maybe they would, depending on the kid. But it, I thought it was a little long for the type of movie it was. And I didn't realize it was going to be a musical. Too much in it?
There's a big glob of mustard going on.
Oh, so we can move them to the side for now. Move these sliders on over. Slide them on over. Hello, hello.
I've been in the last 24 hours. When I ran to the store, I saw that little bag of mini Reeses and just couldn't resist them. I've just been in a sweet... No. What? Oh. No. In a sweet tooth mood.
Oh, well, we got that.
So bring it on.
We got that covered tonight. So we tried to get some Barbie-looking stuff. So we got snowballs.
Mom was like, I'm going to the store and I'm getting pink stuff. And I was like, all right, cool.
Well, they don't have, they didn't have any Barbie stuff.
I mean, that's kind of sexy. There's something wrong in my brain where I think little sexy little cakes like that are just the sexy.
Yeah.
The sexy. You know what I'm saying?
And they hardly had anything pink. I guess it's usually closer to Valentine's that they do that, I guess.
But she managed to find one.
I did.
Let me just show this.
This is so cute.
It's sexy.
Right?
It's just a little sexy.
It's a sexy cake, baby. It smells like strawberry, but I thought it said it was vanilla. Oh,
it smells kind of strawberry. Now the question is, folks.
And then we got these cute cookies too.
Oh, we also got this Barbie drink. There's things going on.
Yeah.
So the question now is, do we grab the forks and go right into the cake, or do we cut pieces?
I brought a knife and forks and plates in case.
Okay. What do you guys think?
Should we cut the cake or just dig in with forks?
What do we do?
Do you know how to do a poll? I don't know how to do that. I know sometimes people do polls.
If we get maybe a single comment about it, I think that would probably.
Yeah. So we're talking about anybody that's just joining in. We're talking about the Barbie movie. We just went to see it. I know it's been out now for I think about 2 weeks.
I really wanted to see it last night, but I was at 7:30. I was like, let's go. Let's see. There's probably an 8:30 showing, whatever. The last showing for the night of the Barbie movie was 7:40. Maybe because it was a weeknight,
I know, but kids aren't in school yet. But
I know. So I was like,
And then we were trying to decide if we should get the tickets online or dig in with forks. Okay.
I think my mom's ad is just Bonnie Sullivan. One person said cut it and one person said fork.
Mine's saying dig in with forks.
So
so you can order the tickets online, but we ended up, we said, you know what, we're just gonna go. And hats off to Megan. She selected the movie, she selected the time, she selected the cinema.
Now more people are saying to cut it.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, we'll give it another minute then. Take a bite. But what we did was, so we get there. I didn't realize Megan booked a private showing. There was not a soul in the entire theater.
Yeah, I rented out the whole theater for me and Mom.
Can you imagine?
When I do it, I like to do it big. You know what I'm saying? So
go big or go home, right? And she got the ones, with those recliner seats.
So it was just the two of us in the whole theater, which made it even louder.
It was super loud. It was so loud.
But rest assured, Mom did fall asleep.
She is the number one daughter. You know what it was? I was closing my eyes because they had the AC. We had on like winter coats and sweatpants and heavy socks.
Yeah, she was just closing her eyes because they were dry.
The air conditioner was blowing so hard that my eyes were just drying out. I didn't even think to bring eye drops.
Oh, someone just said they have a hamster in their eyes.
Hamster what?
There is.
Oh. Huh. Well, don't make any fast moves. Don't make any sudden moves.
I don't know. I was just going to try to make a pun there.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
Drew said use your hands, split the difference. Use our hands and then put it on the plate.
Cut it with your... Well, we have a knife and fork. Well, we can cut one piece and then display it, and we can eat the rest of the fork.
Okay.
Or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out, guys.
You do it up, but I would like some cake.
Yeah. All right.
Speaking of wanting cake, I tried to go to the gym today, guys. We'll get to the
We'll get back to the movie, yeah. Let's let you see the cake one more time, guys. Look at how cute with the little cookies on it.
Tried to go to the gym today, guys. I was like, me and Mom recently got gym memberships. Like with the fall coming up, winter. We're like, yeah, we want to be
something to do.
Moving
yeah.
When the weather gets cold, kind of have a plan of something to do. Ooh, yummy, yummy.
So,
I guess you could just cut 2 pieces.
2 pieces, okay.
So, Mom didn't feel like going to the gym after the movies.
Because my eyes were still so dry. They're still dry.
But I was like really yearning to go because we got our gym memberships like last week. Or like this past weekend or something. And we just haven't gone, I'm like, we've had these memberships for like 5 days and we haven't gone. But yesterday, and I think the day before, my knee was hurting.
That's why we didn't go.
For some reason. I just randomly, it was like I could not walk straight. Like, I don't know why. And so, couldn't go to the gym. So I woke up today and my knee felt much better. I really wanted to go to the gym. There's strawberry.
But we had already planned to do the movie thing. So, and that was midday.
Here's the breakdown of the day. We had said last night, hey, if I wake up and my leg feels better, maybe we'll go to the gym and then go to the movie. Then Mom got a notice that the locker room was going to be closed.
For some kind of inspection or something?
Until like 2 o'clock.
Just the girls' locker room. Men, women's, whatever.
So we're like, cool. We'll go to the movie then. We'll just
do other stuff in the morning and then...
Yeah. And so... Yeah, so then basically I wanted to go when we got back from the movie. And Mom was not in the mood. So I was like, all right, I'll just go by myself. How long was I gone?
I couldn't believe you were. She was barking, and I thought she was barking at something outside, a squirrel or something. She was barking because Megan was back, and I'm like, she's back already? Wasn't going long.
I walked in. So we got memberships for a gym that I've been to a million times before, but
They just did a big renovation and addition and all this stuff.
they recently renovated and got some new equipment, all
Thank you
that
for all the
stuff.
likes, you guys.
And so I walk in and I'm lost. Walking around, I finally,
Because when we signed up, we didn't get a tour.
yeah,
We were, I forget why. Oh, because we went late.
yeah.
We went over the weekend, and they closed at 5 or something that day.
She didn't
And-
ask if
and
we
it was-
wanted a tour.
She
though.
didn't, but it was like 4:30, and somebody else was asking about their membership, and we're having a problem and stuff. So maybe.
So I wander around the gym by myself for a little bit. And then I figure out like where like the like fitness like area that I'm looking for, all the machines and stuff.
Yeah. She thought maybe she'd do a little stairs, a little treadmill.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll do a little Stairmaster.
Because
maybe
every
I'll-
gym has those. You know.
Yeah, and if I'm feeling real crazy after that, if I'm not too winded, I'll try one or two other machines if they're open, I get in there, finally I'm like, all right, I find my way to the Stairmaster. I couldn't turn it on.
She couldn't turn it on.
I couldn't figure out how to get it to work. So I'm stepping. I'm stair stepping.
But it wasn't on.
But
So
it's
that must
just,
be like driving a car with power steering with no power.
Well, it's like walking on a treadmill and not picking up any pace. Like it's like, all right,
Because you're pushing it, right?
Yeah,
Like,
and
it's like
so
a
I'm like-
manual.
Well, it's just I'm just realizing like how silly I must look because there's two people on either side because there's only a couple of stair things. There's a person on either side and they're going to town.
And they
I'm
weren't
just
offering to
like,
help you, obviously.
no, they were in the zone, And so I'm like, it's not that it's hard, but it's just like you cannot. It's not.
Because it wasn't on.
It's not.
Yeah.
So I'm like a solid like what feels like 5 minutes, just like hitting start, and it just keeps saying put your weight and blah 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 blah. So I'm hitting.
After she put in her blood type, her social security number, and all of her credit card numbers.
Well, I'm just
Hey
hitting.
there.
I'm like hitting okay, like okay, sure. Put in that I'm 4 foot, 130 pounds, like I don't think
Whatever.
that's what was coming up. I'm like sure, like just please get it to the point where I can hit like level 1 or 2 or whatever.
Go. Anything.
I know. Well, that's why I keep hitting start, quick start, whatever.
We did see the movie, but we got sidetracked. We were talking about Meg ran over to the gym, but we're going to get back to the movie. We haven't discussed it yet.
And I couldn't get it going. And after a solid few minutes, I just walked right out. But I felt bad and awkward because I'm like, as I'm like halfway out the door, I'm already like cleared like all the machines and I have to like walk down the stairs. And the way this gym is set up, you can see like you walk in the front door, like the whole gym is like glass panels. So you can see
On
like
the second floor.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you can see in from the road and stuff, and you can watch out over the parking lot and stuff. And
Which is always an amazing view.
yeah. And so the way like you come in the main door and you go right up these stairs and it brings you literally right to the second floor gym where you can, see whatever. So I like get to like the top of the stairs and I'm like, oh crap, was I supposed to like wipe the machine down?
Oh, after you used it?
Yeah,
No.
but I'm like, I literally just touched it. Like,
Yeah.
I literally, like,
Yeah. And COVID's over.
I touched it as much as I did, like, a door handle. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, oh. I'm like, no, I gotta get out of here. People are, someone, there's at least one person that's giggling at me at this rate. And so.
But why I wanted to sign up there, though, is also they have a lot of classes that I'm interested in trying some of their classes. They have like Pilates and ballet, which is a cross between Pilates and ballet. They've got a lot of water aerobics classes, different things like that. So that's why I was kind of really interested too. More so, she wanted to do a lot more of the gym stuff. I wanted to do a lot more of the classes. So it was a good combo.
But yeah, so then I'm like, there's at least one person that's like looking at me funny, and I'm like, and that same person can see me scurrying all the way to the oh, I hit low battery mode.
Do you want me to get your charger?
No. But that same that at least one person that was giggling at me, I'm sure if they wanted some more giggles, they could have seen my little
They could have watched out the window.
Just scurry down those stairs out the door and straight to my car.
That's right. The getaway car.
And
yeah. But we're gonna go back this week. We're gonna
if
check
she
out
was
some of the
with me, I'd be like,
we got this.
Can you believe this? I can't get this working. You whatever.
We
but I'm there by myself, and it's like, you know, the gym's intimidating. I can go into any store or any, like, you want me to go get you a butt plug? I get you. No shame.
I don't think I need one of those.
Okay.
But right. Yeah, maybe another time.
But going into the gym and trying to turn on the Stairmaster when it is not mastering.
No.
I need a snowball.
That's right.
Just been on a sweet tooth kick. It's all the stress.
That's right. I'm going to snowball with her. So back to the movie.
So the Barbie movie.
So we get there. We did not get our tickets online. We decided we were just going to we're going to just go and get the tickets there, right?
Right.
And I already covered the part about how we ended up being the only ones there. But the funny part was Meg was treating because my birthday's next week. So the guy puts in, for, 2 people for the matinee and then turns the screen around and says, can you pick your seats? And we're looking, there's not a single seat that was taken. Now, the movie's supposed to be starting in about 90 seconds.
He's doing his job.
But we were just kind of laughing.
Yeah, but you have to, select, a seat to be able to purchase a ticket.
Oh.
So,
yeah.
We had to pick a seat, and then we walk in, and Mom's like, I kind of just picked 2 random ones because I could see that they were all available.
Everyone.
And there wasn't a soul in the movie theater anywhere around.
We kind of thought it might be this way. Now, I think they have 10 different movies playing there. 10 different theaters. And there was about 10 cars in the parking lot.
And everyone was all parked all crooked because you could tell.
Because you could.
There was plenty of space.
That's interesting. Did you see what she did? She peeled the snow off the ball.
I'm not a big coconut girl. Hi, Susie. So that's
how the movie started.
So I kind of just selected 2 random seats because I'm like, oh, I have a feeling we're gonna be able to go in there and sit anywhere. She leans over and she's genuinely concerned with the seats that I picked. She's like, wait, the ones that you picked, those are a little high up, aren't they? I'm like, Miss Girl, I think we can sit lower if our hearts desire.
Yeah.
And life hack, go to a matinee in the middle of the week and there's a good chance you'll get the theater to yourself.
That's right. Especially if the movie's been out for 2 weeks now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a kid's, well, it really isn't a kid's movie. There's a lot of adult overtones to it. But before the movie starts, right, you're supposed to be there, on time, right? Because then they turn the lights down, and all that. So there's 20 minutes of ads and commercials before, and they were so loud.
The ads before it were really loud.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was supposed to be illegal, but I guess there's so many decibels that they can move it up or something. But they moved it up, every bit of them. Believe you me, it was so loud. I mean, we were literally like, for the first 20 minutes of it. And it was freezing in there. Why do they keep movie theaters so freezing, by the way? Does anybody know? Airplanes, I mean, I get supermarkets because, the produce and everything's exposed. But why do they have them so stinking cold?
To help with the sticky floors.
Oh. But it had those nice reclining chairs.
I think it's something to do with that so that there isn't like that they have longer to get to, like, if people are dropping
Keep you awake, she said. That's why they get it cold, man.
Making it cold makes me want to go to sleep because I will huddle up. I think it gives them an opportunity to get to the candy on the floor before it melts.
Oh.
By keeping it
Somebody
cold
can
in
still
there.
step on it, though.
That's true.
So, but we did find one Barbie thing. I'm really bummed. Did you guys see in Brazil, they're doing this Burger King Barbie meal? So funny. It's a pink cheeseburger thing, and they've got all special boxes and everything. And then they're serving it with a vanilla shake, but they're mixing pink strawberry quick with it to make it like pink and strawberry. And then they're putting a donut on top of it.
But we did find...
Yeah, we found one of the Barbie things that are out. There isn't a lot.
We did find this Barbie pink lemonade.
It's a company called Swoon, which I had never heard of. I think they're a newer company.
So we'll try it.
Zero sugar. There wasn't an option. We didn't say, oh, we want something zero sugar. That's the only way it comes. And it's supposed to be strawberry lemonade.
One thing about
if anybody's tried it.
I do not put my nails under...
Oh, you know what? I saw this trick. Oh, I was going to say with a spoon.
I'm guessing it's essentially the same concept.
Probably, yeah.
I could see how a spoon would work better. But I just got to get it up enough that I don't have to put my nail under it.
Yeah. They're definite nail breakers.
No,
I remember when they used to call them a key, I think. It's like a pull tab, and the thing actually came off. And people used to make things out of them. Do you know what I'm talking about? Ooh,
I wasn't
Barbie
listening.
pink.
I was so mind blown by the color of that
Can you
lemonade.
see that? It is super pink.
It's so pink.
This is pink. Pink, pink. You wink.
That is so pink. So hopefully, didn't you read something that said it's kind of lacking flavor, apparently?
Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be lacking flavor. I did read about it.
Sweetened from monk fruit.
Yeah.
So,
get your
with
monk
all
on.
this color, you'd think it should be...
It's not carbonated either. I don't think it's bad. It is watery, though. And you can tell that there isn't sugar in it. For sure. So
don't get this.
No. In fact,
hate it.
All the reviews that I read of people that bought it and tried it said that they will never buy it again. They do have a couple other flavors, but they're not Barbie ones. But that was the real reason why we got this one, because...
I didn't even realize my face looked like that.
Huh?
I don't like that.
For a new company, they must have paid a lot of money, because to use like the Barbie name on something, you have to pay a lot of money for that.
I don't like that.
It was easy to make, yes. It was super delicious. And you couldn't really tell on the video, but there was a lot of like pudding to it.
Okay, so let's get to those
the
Barbie movie spoilers.
Yes. If anybody doesn't want to know any of the spoilers about the movie, we just went to see it, the Barbie movie, go like this and la la la.
But I also like... Oh, I'm sorry, darling. I also am not entirely sure that I remember what like. I don't know how much I actually retained because it was kind of like just like a
Bubble gum, but
like
it
there
had
was no factual other than we found out that there used to be a sugar daddy Barbie.
oh
Or
my
a
gosh,
sugar daddy
yes,
Ken.
yeah. It was interesting that in that part that they did talk
Yes.
about. Um,
They
so
talked about some Barbies through history
that have
and
been no
there
longer.
used to be. Mom was saying that she wishes I could be this kind of Barbie. There was one that's boobs inflate.
It was called Skipper Grows Up. You guys all know who Skipper was. Skipper.
I don't know that was Skipper.
Yeah, it was Skipper. It was Skipper, and everybody knows who
Did you
Skipper.
Google it when we got home?
No, that's what they said in the movie, that it was Skipper.
No, because Skipper was the babysitter.
No, Skipper was her cousin.
And she
Skipper was
the
Barbie's cousin. So what happened with what? Yeah.
No, Google it.
So Skipper, she was actually shorter than Barbie. She was Barbie's younger cousin, and Skipper grows up.
Oh, growing up Skipper, you're right.
And so all you did was they actually showed one on there.
She's $2.01 for twice as much fun.
You raise her
Oh,
arms.
what sickos, huh?
You raise her arms and her boobs grow. Honest to God. Right? And I don't know what years that one was out, but the Sugar and Daddy one was marketed as Sugar and Daddy.
And
Sugar
the
was the
dog
little
was
dog,
named
and it looked like it was some kind of like a little white poo-poo. And Daddy was an older gentleman, and they marketed it that he was from Palm Beach, Florida. But he wasn't there. I had Skipper, but I didn't know about the grow-up one. Yeah. So, and then what was the one of the name that they retired to? The pregnant cousin. No, the pregnant neighbor. The neighbor was pregnant.
Why do I want to say it's like Marge or like?
Yeah, it started with an M.
I don't know, but they went through all the history of all the Barbies.
Well, not all of them, but
it's not what the movie was really about.
No, but they would like intermittently. Well, they had a lot of them there, like on the set,
on scene,
like as a real person now. But
so
Madge,
Merge. How is it pronounced?
They put Madge.
Midge. I think it was Midge.
Yeah, maybe it was Midge. I don't. Somebody can Google it out there. The pregnant one, and I think she was Barbie's neighbor. I think they said.
Look, we don't need to stress.
Yeah.
You're stressing me out with all the connections of the family tree. They're all Barbie.
Yeah.
We got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Midge, yeah.
Midge. But it was it's definitely a movie you don't need to see twice.
So when we got home, a friend of mine had reposted something saying that they had seen it 3 times in the theater and were probably going to go a 4th time. I was like, wow.
Why?
I was like, I don't know that I needed to see that again. Like, I would see it if it came out on like a streaming service for free.
Yeah, for free.
I might turn it on, whatever. But
yeah, Midge.
So the storyline, is essentially very screwy.
Yeah.
It's Barbie, like you had said when we were in the theater. Barbie basically starts going through like Groundhog Day, but that's Barbie's life.
Right. Everything's always.
Barbie wakes up every morning. The birds are singing. She lives in her dream house and is neighbors to all of her best friends who also have their dream houses.
Right. That are other Barbies that you can buy.
And they all wake up and say, hi, Barbie, hi, Barbie, hi, Barbie. Good morning, Barbie, or whatever.
And everybody calls each other Barbie.
Except for, like, Midge and Alan.
Very few. Very, very few don't call it. And, like, there's, like, a million Kens. except for Alan and Sugar Daddy. But other than that, they're all Ken, no matter what their career is or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with the Barbies.
So essentially, Ken's trying to holla at Barbie, and Barbie's like, no. Ken's like, let me sleep over. She's like, what are we gonna do? And he's like, I don't know, we're boyfriend girlfriend. She's like, but it's girls' night.
It's girls' night. That's right.
But every night is girls' night.
Yeah. And this is Barbie's dream house. This isn't Ken's dream house.
Yeah.
I loved the line when they said, well, where does Ken go or where does Ken live? And she said, I don't know. I love that.
So, yeah, that was further down the road. The humans enter Barbie land.
Because
and girls,
the Barbies go to human land.
We'll get there, yeah. But, so there's this human girl in Barbie land, and, they get to Barbie's dream house, and the girl's like, well, if this is Barbie's dream house, where do the Kens go? Barbie's just like, I don't know.
Never even thought about it. Who cares? Yeah, like wherever they go is where they go.
So
I wish you were my mom. Thank you. They're just Kens. That's right. They're all just generic Kens. And they really played the Kens up to be really like
flamboyant.
Most of them were quite flamboyant, and also I don't think any one of them had more than 2 brain cells. Like, I mean, they were really like stupid.
Well,
like,
yeah, Ken's job is beach.
Right, beach. But I mean, but even in the real world, when they went to the real world, all the men that worked for Mattel and whatever, or the CEO and everything, were also working on 2 brain cells.
Well, yeah, that's the storyline of the world. Men have about 2 brain cells.
Yeah.
Sorry, fellas. Why do you think? Hey, thanks, Sam. Why do you think women live longer? It's just facts.
But yeah, it was. They really, I have to say, in this show, they really play men up to be pretty stupid. They really do. So I can't imagine.
I think I need one of those. The pink shoes.
I can't imagine.
I need to get one of those sweatshirts that Ken was wearing that says "I am Kenough," but I think the K is silent. But
yeah, it was cute, and it was like a pastel tie dyed almost.
I liked it.
It looked like it was that Serpa too. It looked like it was real like.
So, Sam, if you don't want spoilers for the
Barbie movie, we just went to see it this afternoon.
Be warned. Yeah, we just went to see it. So essentially, they get right to it. It was like the first 5 minutes, and the Barbies are all singing, and Barbie's like, "Ha! You guys ever think about death?" And they're all like.
And this movie's 2 hours long.
Yeah. And yeah, it was like the first 5-10 minutes. And then like a minute later, Barbie's like, haha, don't worry guys, I'm not thinking about death anymore.
She says, no, like drop dead dancing or something like that.
Oh yeah. She was
because it went like radio
silent.
She
was like, that's what it was. She was like, you guys ever think about dying?
Yeah.
And everyone went silent. She was like, 'cause I'm dying to dance or something like that. And everyone was like, oh yeah, like.
And then they start dancing again and whatever. But
Drew found the sweatshirts on Amazon. Woohoo!
Oh, they already have
check that out later. Well, the movie's been out for like 2 weeks.
They're probably somebody's making knockoffs, if not.
So basically, it's a world full of
dolls.
Dolls.
Like Barbie.
A world full of dolls, but it's like they never go into depth about which that's not what the movie's supposed to be because it would turn into like some weird sci-fi
Yeah.
movie if they went into the depth of like the Barbies, like Barbie world where like Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling play like Ken and Barbie, whatever, is like essentially like the souls like of like
The
the
characters.
dolls, like the actual like Barbie dolls that are like out in the world playing with children.
Yeah.
They never really talk about that weird tie connection, like whatever. But that is like the weird like baseline of the movie at the same time.
It is.
So basically Barbie is living in like Barbie dream world. It basically like it plays on there's like conspiracy theories and like crazy theories that people have that like the life we live is like a video game being played by some
Master plan.
like whatever that like our lives are like you know like
I'm not buying
weird
into
like
that one,
I don't even know how you like that's such a mind warp of like what even I don't know. I think I have too many weird thoughts for that to be. I don't think they would program. You know what I mean? Like
that can't be a thing. I don't even know how to play a video game, so how could I be in one? Just say it.
But so yeah, so it plays on like almost that weird like these kids are like playing with these dolls, but the dolls have like souls in Barbie world. And they're freaking out. Mattel is like freaking out because Barbie and Ken, Barbie's like Barbie goes to weird Barbie.
Yes, there's weird Barbie.
Who's a tortured soul.
She was right. And so and then they showed like a child cutting Barbie's hair. You know how all kids did that.
It was
and writing on her face with markers and
and so that's what I mean. It's like this weird like this doll was like her hair was all chopped up. She had marker all over her face because of what the child had done to a doll in the real world.
And so she had looked like that
and so,
in Barbie world.
Yeah, so Barbie goes to weird Barbie. And Weird Barbie tells Barbie that she has to go to the real world and see what's wrong with her child that has her.
Yeah.
That's making her have thoughts of dying or whatever it is.
And this actress, this Barbie, she is, thank you for the gift. She is, what did they call it? She's not the original Barbie. They called her, she's the
stereotypical Barbie.
She's stereotypical Barbie, and it was just so
I think
weird.
You lost your train of thought.
Oh yeah, but I don't know. There was a lot of things that went on in the movie that were so like adult,
right? That a kid would not be able to follow it.
No. Like when they went to
I'm just gonna
real
get
world,
my phone charger, but I'm listening.
When they went to real world, when they left dream world, because they had to go find this person that was giving these bad thoughts to Barbie, making her think of death and whatever. So they went to the real world and they have to find her. So where she's supposed to be is in LA. So that's where they go through this silly
so Ken and
way
Barbie,
to get there.
Ken and Barbie make their travels from Barbie world to LA.
Right. Ken sneaks in the back of her pink car.
Yeah.
And so he ends up going with her.
Barbie's not really into Ken.
He's not. She's not. She's not into him at all. And but it was so funny because, so she's dressed like Barbie and then they go through this thing about, well, we got to get like clothes that we fit in, and then they go get these other crazy clothes. But
and they keep getting arrested because they steal
don't have any money
clothes and they don't understand.
So they went to what happened on there?
It's my phone because I plugged my phone.
Ouch. So they're walking down the street, and we all know Barbie's hot, right? And Now there's Barbie girls in Barbie world
But so
that are construction workers.
no, so you're missing. So the skewed perception, because in Barbie world, Barbie can be a doctor, Barbie can be a pilot, Barbie can be a construction worker, and in Barbie world, women are doing everything. It is like a women-run world,
and like
and
all the
Kens
Kens are just beach.
Like they're just kind of like
they're accessories.
bimbos. Yeah, they're like men. Like they're
Yeah.
Thank
you for the gifts.
So Barbie and Ken get to the real world, and all these guys start like catcalling Barbie, and Barbie's like, I need some female energy.
So she's going to approach.
Let's go to a work site, like construction workers, because everyone knows strong, motivational women work in construction and stuff. And so they walk up, and it's a bunch of pig-headed dudes that are like, "Hey, sugar tits," like whatever.
And it was so funny because her response is, "I don't have genitals," and Ken doesn't either. No, we really don't have any genitals.
Yeah, there were some weird parts in the movie like that where her response, she was just like, well, they were like something about I don't know, he used some pickup line about getting in your pants,
Whatever
something about your body, something blah, blah, blah. She's like, yeah, well, I don't have genitals, and neither does he. And it's like Ryan Gosling, Ken's like, I have all the genitals.
I got them all. Sorry.
But yeah, so basically Barbie gets to the real world and realizes it is the opposite of what she thinks.
Right.
And
that men are much different. They're not just Ken Beach.
But so Ken also realizes this.
Right.
So Barbie goes to seek out the girl that has her, whatever.
Which is the reason why they're there to begin with.
Yeah. Goes and finds her, and she gives Barbie an earful because Barbie's like, hey, shouldn't you be thanking me for all the things I've done for women? Like women, because Barbie can, be this and this and that. And the girl's like, no, you've made women self-conscious for 1,000,000 years. Like, whatever.
And first she approaches the woman's daughter because she thinks she's the one with the Barbie.
Well, you just totally jumped the gun on that. We didn't even get to that part. We didn't even mention the other this. We were getting to that.
Well, that came before she met the mother. She met the daughter.
I know, that's what I'm saying. We were kind of, building up to that, and you kind of just gunned it through. But so, long story short, the girl makes Barbie cry. Barbie realizes, hard knock life. And so the girl, something happens. Mattel comes and tries to take Barbie. They find out, Mattel finds out Barbie is landed. She's in the real world. And
it's only ever happened once before that somebody's crossed over from Barbie world.
No, it was Skipper.
Right. But they contained her or something.
And so this van comes and takes Barbie away as the girl's getting picked up by her mother. And the girl's like, oh, thank God that woman, thank God they're arresting her. She was trying to say that she was Barbie.
The real Barbie.
And so the mother stops the car and is like, oh my God, and jumps out and whatever. And so they end up chasing it. So what Mom was saying, the person that the Barbie belonged to, that Barbie was seeking out, wasn't actually this young girl. It was the mother.
That used to play Barbies with her daughter.
So then the mother-daughter, I didn't realize it was going to be such a mother-daughter movie.
Yeah. And what had happened was the daughter had thought that the mother got rid of the Barbies once they outgrew them. But what happened was the mother did not get rid of them. She just had them in a box. And recently had taken these dolls back out. And that's what created this whole
But the mother also worked for Mattel.
Right.
and she drew sketches for Barbies and did like designs for Barbies.
Right.
And recently had she drew, what was it, existential crisis or existential dread or what was it that what was the like suicidal Barbie that she made? What was the name she gave it?
Oh. Yeah, I'm trying to remember because she wanted to.
Because the mom, like when she like met Barbie
Yeah.
or whatever, they were talking and basically one of them was saying, they brought up how Barbie was like, yeah, like I've had like these dark thoughts and whatever.
And in Barbie world, there is none of that. There's no depression. There's no anxiety. There's no.
And so the mom like blurted out the name that she drew because she was like, I was feeling this way, and so I started drawing a Barbie that felt like me or whatever.
And she said, and she named it.
And she named it some like dramatic like whatever. And so she blurted out that name.
Yeah.
And Barbie's like, yeah, like that's me. Like
Yeah.
I'm no longer like stereotypical Barbie. I'm like
that's who I am now. Yeah.
This dark and doom Barbie or whatever.
Ordinary Barbie. Death Barbie.
No. They're just saying weird
Oh.
things. That's not what it was called. Jack! We moved to Ibiza. Wow.
And so like when she's there, like Barbie never cried. Like, so these were all new things. Like in Barbie world, nobody cries. Nobody has any type of issues or emotions or any of that.
Everything's great because everyone's Barbie.
It's Barbie world. Yeah. And then, so when she started having these things, and that's how weird, right? Weird Barbie? No.
I don't know where you're going with this.
The weird Barbie, was that what they called her? Weird Barbie, the one that was that told her she had to go to this.
Yeah, what about her?
What was her name?
Weird Barbie.
Weird Barbie, yeah. So she's the one that recognized that what was going on. She like diagnosed her that what she needed to do to fix it. That's why she went to California.
Yeah, we already covered that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like you just reworded it, so it just confused me.
Oh.
Like you reworded the same thing. So anyways, you want to carry on?
So let me see, where did we leave off? Oh yeah, so Mattel tried to kidnap her. And they did, actually. They didn't have to because she's Barbie, and she just said, "Oh, okay, I'll go for a ride with you." And
yeah, so they follow the van, whatever, to Mattel. Basically, the mother-daughter break Barbie out. Barbie breaks out. They get out, whatever. And
Barbie says she has to go to the bathroom. She realizes something's wrong. And she went running out, and that's when they were waiting out in the car and picked her up.
Oh, I thought you, like...
That's how she got away.
I thought you meant there was something wrong with the process of going to the bathroom because she didn't have genitals. I'm like, I don't remember her having that realization.
No, but that is funny.
And
they didn't even, these guys didn't even pick that up, that she said, oh, I just need to use the bathroom before I get into my Mattel box.
Oh, yeah. So she's at the Mattel place where these vans bring her before the mom and daughter rescue her. And they're basically trying to get Barbie to just go into this
display box.
Yeah, like a toy box that essentially will send Barbie back to Barbie World or whatever. So Barbie Land or Barbie World?
Oh. I think it's Barbie World.
Maybe.
Because how does the song go? Barbie World, right?
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
Yeah, I think it's Barbie World. Yeah. Because they sing that song in the movie. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it must be Barbie World.
Right. So, and this is, I heard other people talking about this part of the movie is Will Ferrell was in it, but his funny wasn't.
Yeah. I didn't know he was going to be in this movie.
There was no, like...
And when I saw... before the movie started saying that he was going to be in it, I kind of got excited because he's usually pretty good. you can get some good laughs usually when Will Ferrell's in something, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, his humor was very
Yeah,
dry.
I heard other people say like they could have used anyone. Why they would use like a funny guy like Will Ferrell? Like his delivery wasn't overly funny. But you know what was my favorite part of the movie?
What?
Ryan Gosling and the other Ken.
Well, there was a lot of
dark-haired Asian.
The Asian Ken.
Neither of them. They were having a real hard time keeping a straight face during the Ken musical.
I think almost through the whole
movie.
They had these like
Ryan,
smirks.
what's up?
They had these smirks on their face, like they couldn't take this seriously, and they must have like wet their pants laughing even when they were practicing the scripts and stuff. I mean, and you could see it. Like if you watch it, if anybody watches it, or it'll come out eventually on Amazon Prime or something. If you watch their faces, especially those two guys, Asian Ken and
the whole time.
Ken.
I think he might be from Saturday Night Live. The
Asian guy. He's a handsome guy.
Yeah.
He's really. I mean, I could see where they would use him as a Ken.
Yeah.
He's a good-looking guy.
Well, and that was the one that was the Ken that Barbie kept like flirting with, and, like making like Ryan Gosling Ken jealous. Like,
and actually, I thought he was better looking than Gosling because of his hair and stuff.
Sometimes I question the Gosling hype. I saw him on the like pink carpet for the movie or whatever, and he did look very nice. He did look.
Sometimes he looks hot, and then sometimes
it's just like he works at. He looks like a regular guy that would work at like AutoZone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And I thought they should have used someone that was a little more. Ken was like really defined. The Ken dolls.
Oh, chiseled body.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ryan Gosling doesn't have really big muscles or anything.
He was. Yeah. And I think they should have had someone, because she had heels on, and of course Barbie is always on her toes, and that was one of the first signs that she realized.
Yeah, that's what it was Barbie all of a sudden was walking, and her feet went from the heel, whatever, to flat. And
she was freaking out.
Yeah,
it's like, oh my God. But so I think they should have used for a Ken. They should have used somebody taller, because
someone said, "Why do you have a grown woman still living at home?" Well, because I like because don't talk about my mom like that.
We're twins.
Just because my mom lives with me doesn't mean. Yeah. Anyways, so we're talking about the Barbie movie.
I think they should have used somebody taller, because I think she's tall. I don't know how tall she is, but she had heels on. She appears to be tall. And she had heels on most of the time, because Barbie always, her feet are never flat, And he wasn't cut. Like, I mean, a lot of these actors used to. I mean, they'd work out at the gym 24/7, private trainers for months and months and months on end to get ready for a film. It didn't look like he got ready for nothing. I mean, he even had roots. You know what I'm saying? Like his blonde roots were like.
His blonde wasn't perfect, I know.
No.
So Barbie, so
she was well cast.
We love Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
But so Barbie escapes. She's like, I gotta go to the bathroom, and doesn't get into the Barbie box, which is what Mom was saying. Why didn't they catch that when she said she had to go to the bathroom?
Without genitals.
She breaks out, and her and the mother-daughter duo start heading back to Barbie World. The catch is, Ken has already made it back to Barbie World before they did. And he started wreaking havoc back on Barbie World. Because he came to the real world and he learned,
Barbie, but then they got separated.
They got separated because Ken started wanting to learn about the patriarchy.
Yeah.
And so he learned about men in power and took
Thought
that
it was
back
cool
to Barbie World and cut to, there's a bunch of Barbies in maid outfits and serving them
Just
beer.
Turned it upside down.
And
Had them
basically
rubbing their feet and
yeah, had them
and the Barbies
hypnotized.
taking like they became the Barbies became second class citizens
Yeah.
in Barbie world to the Kens
Mhm.
that were not too bright.
Yeah, and they were like hypnotized.
Right. Yeah, they got programmed.
They were like in
by
a
them.
trance.
Yeah, exactly.
And so so Barbie gets back to town and she's like, whoa, 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 whoa.
With this other mother and daughter came back with her.
She's like, you guys have lost your marbles. And Ken has taken over Barbie's dream house. All the Kens are taking over all the dream houses.
And making them like man caves.
Yeah, what a nightmare.
It was wrong. It was all wrong.
So Barbie realizes not every night has to be girls' night.
Well, she says that to him. Because she learned in the real world, you just kind of tell them what they want to hear. And
yeah, and so literally all the Barbies are like, all right, they all like get out of this trance and they're like, all right, we just have to trick these Kens into thinking they're getting what they want from us Barbies, and then really we'll get what we want.
And get them to bat against each other.
Yeah. So, yeah. The Barbies all started being kind of trifling, and one thing led to another. The Kens had an awakening. Everyone started being all good again.
Then they had this big musical thing with all the Kens that went on forever.
Yeah, and then the Kens were singing. Ryan Gosling could not keep a straight face.
Yeah,
it was,
and whoever the other actor was, he was good. Yeah. But they just, smirk was all over their face the entire time. Could not, and it wasn't, I don't think, written in that they were supposed to be smirking the whole time the way they were.
And so, tell them how you felt about the ending.
Oh my God.
Bizarre.
Yeah, I don't know whether they thought they were going to do this to some new lead up. Maybe it's actually Mattel has some new line coming out that's
at the gyno.
That she's going to be getting married and having kids or something. Because Barbie's never had a kid. Barbie's never even had parents.
But what do you think Midge was about?
Midge was her younger sister.
Midge was pregnant with Alan. Midge was the pregnant Barbie.
Oh, Alan was supposed to be the father?
Yeah.
But Alan is so obviously in this gap.
Alan obviously fits in all of Ken's clothes.
Yeah. Yeah. But Midge never had the baby, though.
I had a Midge doll back in the day, and there was a baby that came out of Midge.
Without genitals?
I didn't check. Right, guys? Midge was
Right. Midge was the pregnant one.
No, I think so. The ending is, so when Barbie's trying to escape the Mattel building, she runs through this room and finds this old lady that she sits down and has tea with.
And the woman, what is the actress's name? I haven't seen her in anything in a while. And
she, I guess, played the creator of Barbie, or the ghost of the creator of Barbie, or something.
Right. She played the original Barbie designer.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think of the actress's name that played this woman.
It's an older woman.
So basically, she's short. I'm drawing a blank. She was on Taxi.
So then Barbie, they talk a little bit, and then she escapes, and then they're in Barbie world, and everything's, the music number's over, and then the old lady just kind of comes up out of nowhere, and she's like, okay, she asks if she can be human.
If she wants to be human.
No, Barbie asks if she can be human.
Right.
And she's like, girl, you don't need my permission, you can go be human or whatever. And so then she does, and she gets a cooter.
Yeah, they didn't say how she got it.
Well, all the things, it was like,
it was weird.
The sparkles happened, and all of a sudden, Barbie had a cuckoo, and so